EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity? Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. McSorley from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
At their own 20. Seven-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy, but in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
so the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Joe Burrow's sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow on play action. Airing one out for Boyd. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
The ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Browns 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DJ Reader gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing is McSorley. Going deep here for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep.
And this is caught at the 20. And all.
Hello?
Who the hell do you think you are?
My name is Dave Rauschenberger. I kiss little kids for fun.
What? No, 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 I don't.
Hi, I'm Coach Dave, and I like to party.
Hi, I'm Coach Drew, and I like to party.
No, I'm Coach Drew, and I like to party.
Are you our coach or not? What is going on?
The 40. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of
Ready
things.
or not, here I come.
Drive about to get going.
Gonna find you.
Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw that out the window. I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45.
Hey, you watch it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Matt, right away,
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to look deep down the field.
How's no one pick that shit up?
Complete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this
When do you get your results back?
Should be tomorrow. Got the test on Friday at noon.
Nice.
Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
Fuck.
Man, it's Judy complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. Because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
Hey, he missed his extra point too. Let's
It's
go.
such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Oh, that stupid fucking throw.
Picked off near the 29,
Yeet.
and he will bring it back. Pick six for the Bengals team.
Kill yourself.
How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
we talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many
The hell you just say to me?
emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes.
Jarek told me, tell you, jump off a bridge.
I'll tell Jarek that I said
And now they may take the lead into the
Jarek won't have any kneecaps come the fourth game of the season if I'm on the schedule.
now as this one's in the air.
Probably won't have any either. He's going to get like 90% of the touches.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right.
What?
And for the third time here,
Are you
this
kidding me?
it's intercepted.
What?
Picked up by Ashton Davis.
Stop.
Trying to get points late in the
Drop.
half. I absolutely understand.
Settle down, open up shop.
It's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Sidesteps him at the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the right hand, it's from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A big fan.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock.
Alright, Trace McSorley might be the worst quarterback in Madden.
Hey.
He fucking sucks.
Keep those vibes to yourself.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. third quarter starts with a
It
run
just
by
blends
Chubb.
into the roof.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, McSorley. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Cleveland.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McSorley to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
How do you drop
That's
that?
going to be
Piece of...
incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's
What are you laughing at, you piece of shit?
expected it and got
I think
there.
I've been calling the wrong person this whole time for one of the parents.
2nd and 10 is McSorley.
I typed in the number wrong.
It's funny. I only haven't heard from my first pick and somebody else. Forget.
Nope, it's the number I was given. So this isn't Howard Lipkowitz.
Jackson hasn't answered yet.
Mm-mm.
Third down,
Fuck,
they're going to
nerd.
throw for it with McSorley. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They gave you the wrong number.
They gave the wrong number to the...
Mm-hmm.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Message him on
And
Facebook.
he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
This is Coach
Give him 10 yards on the pickup,
Ave, and I'll
it'll
be...
second and very short.
Now that was an
I'm
excellent
coaching
run.
your
When you see
son.
that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers,
And he is into the end zone.
Nick Chubb, Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. You don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
and it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week.
What time's your thing tomorrow?
So when it comes out,
4:30.
Well, that's weird, because that's what time I'll be there. By myself.
Where's Cole gonna be?
No, I'm going at 11.
Oh,
Close to work at 12.
where's Cole working?
Swamp House.
What a fag.
Great big
You tell him I said that. What if you show up and your team's just trash?
Like, alright, this is Cole, he's your head coach. I'm just here for... just
Here for
more
the
support.
vibes.
Good vibes, good times.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they
I have a feeling my defense is going to be really bad.
Mine's gonna be really good.
Makes you say that.
I'm gonna play just based on if I'm assuming that Jackson should be alright at corner. If I can get Bryce to play corner, and then I think my middle will be full of. Obviously, I'm gonna put 2 shitty kids up front, and then I think I'm gonna have Nico and John Harrell or Miguel play my middle linebacker spots.
The
And
John Harrell kid is going to be a terrible middle linebacker. He's like
he's
3
gonna play.
feet tall.
He's gonna be a rusher though.
You know what? Did I ask?
I think you did. I remember hearing something. I don't know. Could have been muddled.
Funny.
And make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result. Mixon with a first down carry.
Pick his ass up. Pick his ass up. Drop it to the floor.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I realized that I forgot to add the draw to my playbook, and I already printed it all out, so I have to just make something work.
They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now they will throw it.
Oh, let's go.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by
We go Nickel Roby. Dirty little hole.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
There's no way he lived through that.
Yeah, there is.
Final minute now of the third
Did I
quarter.
ask?
Mm-hmm.
On second and 1, McSorley. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Jesus.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
How do you drop that, dude? What the actual fuck?
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, it's McSorley. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able
FDA grants emergency use authorization for Johnson & Johnson's vaccine.
Let me get it.
You're going to get it?
I would like to.
You want to get
Where they still
coronavirus?
sniping me from that, brother?
All in favor of renaming coronavirus? Jeremy Lin? Say
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Fuck, I'm an idiot.
Oh, now we're talking. Yes, sir. You know what I'm banking on this season?
Jerk being really
Is that
good.
what? Yeah, with how bad that skills assessment is, I'm just banking on it. Everyone's defense being kind of bad for the most part. So, just getting some shootouts and let Jarek just go to work.
I plan on having the #1 defense.
That's going to be Atkinson, pal. I'm sorry.
From the last drive, he'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Hey, Atkinson is not even close. He's got Seth, bro. Do you have Seth?
I have Mason.
Mason's trash. He's not.
And Nico.
Mason's trash. He means nothing.
I'm really hoping like he shows up like, yeah, I've been dying to play quarterback and studying film for years.
Probably just gonna show up and start doing Fortnite dances.
Probably kill myself.
Yes.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to find out now. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they have just not been able to block.
Dude, look at this. Oh my gosh.
What am I looking at?
Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
2nd and 11 now. Mixon with it.
Are you kidding me?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go
Oh, Connor.
Should I respond? You good at flag?
Just like, do you play flag football? Oh no, I'm 13 years old. Oh,
Haha.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT,
just expect like WTF and like 4 exclamation points.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
How hilarious would that be if Howard shows up with Jackson tomorrow? He's like, I was just messing with you the whole time.
You're like, this dude's a legend.
Fuck. Man, that's good. That's real good.
Were you thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing? That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Hopefully that email's right.
He's back
at the coaches meeting, did they go over any changes at all, or is it all the same as last year?
Changes in regards to rules or just regulations? No,
Is there anything new they're doing?
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Might be seeing that one on the highlights.
Oh, so you want to know the question I asked that John Hall was talking about? So they're talking about rushing, like QB running it if anyone crosses the rush line or like the line of scrimmage, right? That's the only way. So I asked the question just to reassure. I was like, so if a corner's, let's say somebody's guarding somebody out wide and they like cross the line, I can teach my quarterback just to take off there, and it's an illegal rush if they're not past the 7 yards, correct? And they're like, yes. And then so John Hall,
Lord of the dumbasses.
He's like, so that kid who illegally rushes can't pull the flag. He's like, well, it's an illegal rush, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. And so he's like, so the kid who illegally rushes can run along with him for the entire length of the field and just not be able to pull his flag. And you're like, no one really answers him. He's like, so he kind of just says, that's what he assumes. Like, you still want to pull the flags, you don't want to give up a touchdown, you dumb fuck.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw.
Absolute idiot.
Yeah.
Too much contact to hold on to that one.
Yes, he has something else that's really stupid that I'm kind of forgetting.
Hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
God, yeah, it's fucking hilarious. That's gotta be, that's a Barry flag first.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge
Dude, sniping from stadium?
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Down 4 late. Gotta go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
Oh man, that won't get old, man. That's fucking hilarious. Did you reply at all?
Yeah, I was like, my bad. There's no way that dude just killed me.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. Even about celebrating with each other.
They're having tasty souls.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
All you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
Dude, are you kidding me?
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to get back on track.
Dave, I'll be back. Okay. You ever hear anything from John? He fell asleep when he got home until about 11 o'clock. Tell him we got beat?
This is the NFL.
No, we got beat? No.
I'm going to Mimi and Papa's, David.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so 2 people said wrong number?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, man, that's so fucking funny. Which parents are those for? Or are they supposed to be? It's Jackson and who else?
And then Broderick Rosenblum, my last pick. So I might even not even just hunt down this lady's email. Might just let that one slide.
Oh, man. Radio 9, Iraq. Be right back. Still there?
Yep.
Get any right numbers yet? You should message that lady who said wrong number and be like, do you know the right number?